Wait, what? How did they do that? Wait, how are you doing this? Oh, fire then cactus. Yeah, I don't have a flint and steel. Hello everyone, my name's Duration and welcome back to Decennium SMP. We are back because usually I would kind of alternate back and forth between different series, but Beta 1.3 is just around the corner, coming up this week actually, and most likely we're going to be switching halfway through this episode. And that means that you have to get a good look at this face right here because, well, when Beta 1.3 comes around, this camera mode is no longer enabled. I can no longer see my own face. Unbelievable. The nerve of you, Notch. I guess we'll have to just look in over here and look at leather tunic covering my face. Nice. We're going to be doing some preparational stuff before we head into Beta 1.3, because, yeah, it turns out that... Oh, that's the wrong chest. This one. The slabs that we can craft, usually with 3 cobblestone, just like so. This recipe is going to be changing to craft cobblestone slabs in the near future. So before we make that change, we're going to be doing a little bit of preparations in making a ton of these slabs, because I made my base with these slabs in mind. And I don't want to have to go through all the effort of smelting all my stone into smooth stone and then making these slabs. So now I'm going to be doing a bunch of preparations and just making a ton of these slabs. Okay, and I'm thinking that this is probably enough. Maybe I'll do enough to fill in these last few rows here. I've got quite a bit of cobblestone down here, so I'm not too worried about dipping a little bit into this, because I'd rather have more than not enough. But there we go. We've got, you know, about 27, 28, 29 stacks of slabs. That's probably enough, I think. I mean, I'm not sure how much slabbage I'm gonna need, but that's probably good enough for now. Oh, it's the center of the world, and just to be confusing, we have 0, we have -0 and 0, we have -0 and -0, and 0 and -0. So, just when you thought math couldn't be confusing, 0 can be negative. Bricks. Also, a quick status update. This is the chest at the end of our scavenger hunt, and it looks like people have been finding it. There's some stuff that's missing here, so that's good news. That means that our clues weren't totally terrible. I mean, they found it, right? The one thing that I kind of want to experiment a little bit with is that dispensers were actually added into the game without me even knowing. I'm gonna quickly see if I have a little bit of string kicking around up in this chest over here. And I do, look at that. So we're just gonna grab that, because I don't want to use up the bow that I have in my inventory, because the mobs are kind of nasty and I want to make sure I have still some defense against them. Now let's see if it's crafted the same way as usual. Yes, it is. And we should be able to make a dispenser just like so, if I remember correctly. And yeah, look at that. Got that good old angry dispenser face. I love it. It's great. But if we just stick anything in it, it should just dispense it out. Let's try flicking it. Oh, so it works, but it doesn't make the sound. And it also doesn't change visually, which is kind of weird. Okay, well, that's an interesting feature, I guess. Yeah, this is the kind of things that we have to deal with when you're working with older versions of Minecraft. Not everything functions as you would think it would. It usually does the opposite of what you would think it would do. Also, in case you didn't know, This is how you craft stone buttons. Yeah, so buttons are probably a little bit more ideal for this type of application, I guess, as it were. I'm not really sure what kind of application this really is. Just dispensing dirt on the ground. This is, you know, game-changing. The really interesting thing is, you know, if you really want to make that angry face really do some angry stuff. It still doesn't make the sound, but, you know, silent but deadly? More importantly, for science. See, this, I'm a little bit bored right now, okay? And I find this amusing. Oh, wait, arrows. Wait. Nice. Okay, so I think we gotta, you know, we gotta leave a little bit of a memory here because, you know, look at that angry face. And I feel like we need to stick something here, so I'm gonna stick a little pressure plate down, just like that. I'm gonna stick just a blatant redstone line, like just directly to that. So it couldn't be more obvious that is going to get triggered. We can use this spruce wood just like that to make it look natural. Anyway, we're gonna just stick, you know, a few arrows in here. Nothing special. And wow, that actually goes super far. Hold on. Yeah, fix your game notch. Absolutely fix your game notch. But I feel like, oh, hold on. Can we break this without triggering it? It looks like we can. But I feel like we're gonna have to just put a lever here because otherwise the mobs are just going to be triggering this every time. Pulling this lever is very safe. No lie. It's very safe. You have to believe, you know, if the sign says it's safe, it's safe, you know? There's no reason to doubt the very obscure sign, right, chicken? He said yes. Dave Rito is saying, do you need any arrows? And I mean, I can trade something, maybe. More arrows is always welcome. He's got 2 stacks of arrows. I mean, I can offer... I have some iron, if you want. I have quite a bit of iron stacked up in this chest over here. I can never have enough. Okay, sure. And here he is. He's got glasses. We have the 16 iron. Oh, well, getting a little bit of rubber banding here. And here we'll stick it on the ground. I'll go like this. 16 iron for you, sir. But one thing's for sure, we have to keep our eyes peeled somewhere around spawn here because we need to find a place to set up a bit of a shop because as we move into beta 1.3, these guys right here are going to, you know, they're going to be a little bit harder to craft. And I put my bets, I put my coins, I put my eggs in the basket of slabs. I put my eggs in the basket of slabs. I'm expecting slabs to be valuable. I'm putting my bets, I'm putting my money with the slab. And that means I made a bit of an investment and I decided, you know what, I'm going to make a ton of slabs. And you saw that earlier. And now we need to make sure that we find some people, some specific people decided that, hey, slabs, well, I don't need those. I'll just make them later. I probably won't even need them anyways. And, well, we're gonna change their mind. You know what? We're gonna change their mind, and then we're gonna sell them. We're gonna sell them. I love exploring spawn because you find some just straight up ridiculous things. This is basically just an inverse tree. Every time I think that it won't get any weirder, it does. So I'm pleasantly surprised every time. Pigs, you're back. My sanity is saved. I don't need to go fishing anymore. And there's a hole in spawn. I wonder what it possibly be for. Who knows? I guess. Oh, we're Steve. What? Okay. 1 second. And there we go. We're not Steve anymore. It's because, you know, there's a little bit of an issue with Hold on. What's going on over there? Anyways, I was gonna say that there's a little bit of an issue with skins in in warping and such. Should I go down too? I don't know if this is a good idea. It is a very deep hole. I don't know who spent the time to dig this out. Yep, it's a hole. All right. I don't know. I don't know why I came down here. I'm just watching. Now the 3-hour ascent. I don't know why I went to that hole. That took like a solid 2 minutes just to get out. That's kind of funny. Yeah, so yeah. Very, very interesting. How? We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. Or since the flat Minecraft Earth has been flat. Look out, creepers. I am loaded. I am ready to kill you because I have tons of arrows. I could do this all day. I mean, I've got 55 still, and I've got like 2 more stacks. Okay, logging in, and we're in beta 1.3. Look at that. That's crazy. Oh yeah, that's right. Also, this doesn't work anymore. And that's because, well, that feature was removed temporarily. But look at the smooth lighting. Wow, it's actually a huge difference. But especially if pulled from over here. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so see, I wasn't lying. Anyways, I was gonna say, look at this shadow underneath the tree here. That's actually crazy. Like, you can see how much it blends. It's so much different compared to unsmooth lighting. Actually, you know what? Let's do a side-by-side. So I'm gonna go find a good spot where we can get a good view, and we're gonna do a side-by-side comparison of these 2 different lighting systems, because I feel like that is a big feature. And we'll just look at those groups of trees there. I'm going to toggle F1, look at that. And we can take a look and see, this is with the smooth lighting, and this is with the unsmooth lighting, the old lighting system. And you can see all that blockiness around underneath the bottom of the trees. It's actually crazy the difference that it actually makes. You can see exactly where the leaves of the trees end. Like, I can line up right here. I know that this is clear to the sky because you can see that outline there. But as the sun sets on the Decennium SMP server, we need to test out a new feature in the game, which is, well, it's pretty exciting. But we're talking about beds here because, of course, we can sleep away the night now, which is a great thing to have, that's for sure. And I'm going to try to demonstrate it out in the open here, where we have a bit of open space, and we'll be able to see that we can pass away the night just by sleeping in a bed now, which is awesome. And look at that, daytime. What a great feature. This is gonna be so convenient for making videos. It's unbelievable. I spend a lot of time just waiting for the night to pass sometimes when I'm trying to get something done outside, and the mobs are just, they're everywhere, and it's impossible to get anything done. But now, we've got beds, we can set our spawn, and we can also sleep away those nights. Wait, what? How do they do that? Wait, how are you doing this? Oh, fire then cactus. Yeah, I don't have a flint and steel. That is weird. But yeah, that's cool because I did not know how that happened. I thought that was hacked in, but it turns out that it actually wasn't, which is kind of interesting. And I'm glad I figured that out because that's another feature that we know about now that we didn't know about before. But here we are back at Steel's Dome. He's just got his snow globe right over here. But I was told that if I kept on going past his snow globe, that I'd find another base or a house or something. So I figured I might as well come back here and take a look around and see what we find. It probably would have been a bright idea to bring a bed along with me, but I guess we're going to have to try to survive the night. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to go from here. I guess I'll follow the torches and see where I end up. Oh, hold on, I think I found, I'll try to clean that up. It's quite a nice house as well. I wonder whose it is. Is this, oh, this is Dalek's. Nice. Nice house. Got a nice yellow carpet here. Hail traveler, we're under construction. Sorry. It's almost like they were expecting me. It looks like they're planning on putting waterfalls or something in these corners here. Oh yeah, yep. A little bit under construction. There is no roof over there. And it's daytime already, so now we can see a spider. Hello, sir. Please don't kill me. I'm just gonna do this the on a budget way, which is don't add any structural support. Wow, this is a really picturesque spot here, though. Right, just past the house a little ways. There's a really neat cliff here with some trees on top. But I think I'm gonna go head back to the base because, you know, we need to get more stuff done. Okay, but you know what time it is. It's time to build something in the world here. And this is going to probably be the most complicated part of building this base, if I'm completely honest. This is the tower setup. And actually, like, this is kind of almost the courtyard, I guess, of the base. And the actual base itself is going to be mostly in the air. And we can also build some stuff around the outside here and underground. We'll find places to build stuff, that's for sure. And this is just in the middle of the time lapse. You're probably watching it after the time lapse, but I just wanted to say I didn't build this the first time, that's for sure. I just don't know how to count, apparently, and I made a mistake multiple times. And the issue is, once you make one mistake in one spot, it just propagates all the way through, so you end up having to change everything. It's just such a pain. The support structure for my base is in place, and it's looking good. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I was able to complete the rest of the structures without having too many difficulties, besides a few miscounts along the way, but I was usually able to check my work along the first one. Most of the time I got the first one right off the bat, and then the second time I could just kind of follow the same pattern along. So it makes it a little bit easier, than you can check and compare between the two. Now, one thing that I wanted to get sorted out in this episode, or at least I was hoping to get sorted out in this episode, was getting these trees to grow exactly how I want them, not just a few minutes later. And here's a good sized tree. This is sort of exactly what I was looking for, really, is this one. And then actually what I'm probably going to do is break these little leaves underneath, so it looks a little bit taller than it actually is. Because the idea is that we'll also stick some torches right on the underside of this tree. That's going to help light up this kind of back section of the field as well, since we don't have lampposts back there. Try to get out without trampling the crops, and look at that. I didn't even trample any crops to get that tree in. I think that looks quite nice. It looks kind of funny, the way that I pruned that. Actually, I think I need to take out some layers up there. Hold on. Okay, and yeah, I think that looks quite a bit better. This looks like a default Minecraft tree, really. Oh, and it's time to sleep. Being able to sleep is such a handy thing now. Means that I can get a lot more done in a shorter amount of time, that's for sure. Yeah, that's pretty good. This is exactly what I would like. If I can get that same type of tree in all 4 quadrants, that would be the best. But I can prune a few other types of trees to get that same shape. Of course. And a very long time later, and we're trying in the other quadrant. I took down the big tree over there, but I like to try kind of, the tree just... Server didn't like that tree, that's for sure. I'm not really sure what's going on. Why the leaves keep coming back? Well, it seems like this is going to be where we're going to leave off today's episode. I've been battling with these trees non-stop, trying to get them to grow, and every time it looks like I've got a good tree, the server kind of just glitches out or something. I don't know if it's the server or the client or both. Maybe it's some sort of synchronization issue or something, where the trees think they're growing on the client side, but they actually don't grow on the server side or something. I mean, that's my best guess at it. I really don't know too much about what could be going on, so if you know what could be the issue, let me know. Because I'm curious to know what could be causing this sort of thing. And of course, right before I'm about to end the episode, a creeper comes and explodes it, so I just slept the night away and I had to patch it up because I was worried that these mobs would try to get in and destroy all my crops. But that's all we have time for today. This base, it's looking good. I'm really excited to build more of this. It's going to be really fun to build this up and repair this creeper hole. But if you enjoyed today's episode, you know what to do. Click all those nifty buttons that YouTube sticks below the video. And if you want to see more from Decennium SMP, I've got some links in the description which you can check out. But that's all for now. I hope to see you around in the next episode.